Welcome back to Market on Close. I'm Marley Caden. It's time for Overlooked Stocks. Joining us to cover one today is George Tsilis, our senior markets correspondent. And we're looking at Tower Semiconductor, up more than 14% on the day after their earnings. Now, George, tell us a little bit about this company.
Yeah, this is Marley, a semiconductor company. It's actually a very small one. Market capitalization is around $5 billion, but they actually produce integrated circuits and semiconductors that are specialized in what are called silicon photonic technologies. And so these are mixed signals. They're both analog and digital. They actually make customized silicon semiconductor technologies and image sensor technologies that are used in things like medical devices, MRI machines. But most of their technologies also include integrated power management solutions for consumer electronics and things like communications devices, automotive, and industrial applications as well, and manufacturing. And I think this has been an interesting name. I mean, it's been down since February to the April lows pretty significantly, but it's starting to inch back to the upside. And I think one of the reasons it obviously took a big hit was with the tariff announcements in February through April. And then, of course, the other aspects of the tariffs outside of China included the tariffs which have been reconciled in other nations like Japan and Europe. And in fact, if you look at Tower Semiconductor's manufacturing prowess globally, they have 4 major manufacturing centers, all of which are outside of China, Taiwan. So they have manufacturing in the United States and Israel, Italy, and Japan. And so this may be one of these companies that, again, is getting some relief because it doesn't have exposure to Taiwan or China, but they are also producing some earnings and top line sales that are starting to inch back to the upside. And they did report some earnings which were better than the estimates. They posted 41 cents on a GAAP basis versus the 36-cent estimates. So they beat it by 5 cents. And then sales also bested the estimates just fractionally at around 272 million from 372 million from 371.5 million. So that was higher by 6% year over year. But the company also denoted that operating cash increased in the quarter to 134 million. And they actually gave us some comps from last quarter where they posted for the same metric, operating metrics or operating cash of 94 million. And they also increased their guidance for the next quarter to 395 million versus the 392.5 million estimated, which is higher year over year, 7%. So that bests this quarter 6% year over year number, but also sequentially quarter over quarter, next quarter 6% higher.
Well, George, we appreciate you breaking that one down for us. We talk a lot of semiconductor companies, but not some of the smaller ones. So always interesting to see one of those. We appreciate you breaking down their earnings for us.